Okay, you will skip it.
Fine.
I started 147. I go on to the
Long day.
Yeah.
Long day.
Skip J, okay.
J. 147.
When we got up, quickly jumped out and I knew and we looked at that.
Oh.
Duffy, what did you pay for that little car of yours?
80.
80, yeah, that's thinking in that range and the other one.
Yeah, it's a 2014.
Yeah, because we're going to keep the other little one as well.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. By virtue of the power vested in me as Rector and Vice-Chancellor, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Free State for awarding of degrees in the faculties of Health Sciences and the Faculty of Theology and Religion. I also would like to say that those graduates that's not going to be here this morning that will receive their degrees in absentia, we will also award those degrees to them in absentia.
Good morning. Goeiemorgen, Dumelang. You're welcome to take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Karen Lazenby. It is my honor to welcome you this morning. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here and celebrate with us, with our special guests, our graduates this morning. I would also like to extend a special welcome to Mr. Christo Dippenaar, the representative of the Chair of Council, Dr. Pieter de Tooy, the representative of the President of the Convocation, then our rectorate, our deans, and also Asive Dlandra, the SRC President. However, you are our most important guests this morning, the parents, the family, the friends of our graduates. I hope that you have a wonderful day this morning, and to our graduates, you can be proud of arriving at this day, and I hope that you also have a wonderful time and that you enjoy this morning with us. A few housekeeping rules. The university makes use of official photographers who are present in the hall today. However, areas on the campus have been allocated to a number of freelance photographers for the purpose of photographing graduates. These photographers are not accredited by the university, and the university therefore has no control over the quality of their photographs. Those of you who have arrived after the pre-ceremony announcements are asked to refer to page 2 of the graduation program. We understand how proud you are of your son or daughter or friend who's graduating today, but we would truly like to ask that you keep and limit the cheers and exclamations short, because the other parents also would like to hear the announcement of their son or daughter's name. Please also be aware that leaving the hall is a distraction for the rest of the audience, and we would like you to stay in the hall as far as possible. You are also asked to refrain from making or taking telephone calls, and please keep your cell phones on silent for the duration of the ceremony. Then, there's also something that we'd like our graduates to do. If you look on your seats, there is a graduate exit survey that we would like you to complete before you leave the hall today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege now to introduce our guest speaker for the day, Professor Anita van der Merwe. Professor van der Merwe is Professor and Executive Head, Department of Nursing and Midwifery, in the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences at Stellenbosch University. Previously, Professor van der Merwe held senior academic and leadership positions at the University of the Free State and the University of KwaZulu-Natal, and was educational consultant for an international program on comorbid diabetes and depression. Professor van der Merwe chairs one of the faculty's Health Research Ethics Committees, serves on the Senate Research Ethics Committee, and is a member of the Faculty Research Committee and the Committee for Postgraduate Research. She is also the Vice President of the Academy of Nursing of South Africa. I now call upon Professor van der Merwe to address us.
What a beautiful occasion. My sincere gratitude for being with you today. Dumelang, Molweni, Goeiemorgen, good morning, Salam alaikum. I hope this day will be very special for you all. And I thank you for being here and having a great smile on your lips as you are here today. Because it is a very special day for all of us. And we need to be proud of what we have achieved. And we may feel great and healthy today, but you can take it from a seasoned professional with quite a bit of grey hair, that we tend to realize too late that our work health is the one thing that we do not look after. And this is especially true when we think about mental health. Stress, burnout, and moral distress comes to mind. And these diseases come like a thief in the night, and we don't always recognize them in time, especially in the so-called serving professions who hold a high index of altruism. We have great and limited expectations of ourselves, as the religious and clinical health care we provide is so important. But when we consider our own physical and emotional load to be not important, we may even see it as a weakness. We expect not from ourselves to make mistakes. We don't want to err on errors. The burden is heavy and we are critical of real or possible mistakes. We ask ourselves always, could I have done more? The interesting work of David Hilfiker, who was a family practitioner in the USA, came to public notice when he published the article Facing Our Mistakes in 1984. And in this article, he listed examples of truly unmeant but serious mistakes while practicing. Now, his colleagues, of course, responded, and there were two groups. The one gave advice, technical feedback on what to do and what not to do, and how to prevent such mistakes in the future. The other group, the smaller group, though, sincerely appreciated that he so bravely shared and profiled their own life stories of own mistakes, of soul-wrenching and regret. Leonard Cohen, a well-known poet and singer, has a near-perfect refrain. He says, "Ring the bells that can still ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in." One of the heavy expectations we daily face is to live and work passionately and with compassion. Now, what is compassion for me? For me, it's a humane quality of being truly concerned about and understanding the suffering of others, focusing on the suffering, on the sufferer. Compassion wants to make a difference. It wants to do something about the suffering. And within caring relations, compassion recognizes such suffering, feel with it, engage with it, and act to relieve such suffering. Now, is this compassion bottomless and never-ending? Pema Chodron said, as we touch our heart or allow our heart to be touched, we discover it's bottomless, that it doesn't have any resolution, that this heart is huge, vast, and limitless. And we begin to discover how much warmth and gentleness there is, as well as how much space in each of our hearts. We have so much to do and so much to give. However, the most challenging thing for health carers and for religious practitioners is to keep compassion alive and healthy in very challenging positions. Research has found that maybe if we accept compassion as a core value, we can very fairly and realistically engage with self-compassion. And there's now a growing debate around self-compassion in psychology, religious studies, and healthcare sciences. Researchers have found that self-compassion is a predictor for well-being and resilience, and that it works against depression and so forth. We all know about the importance of self-compassion when we go through life-changing events such as serious disease diagnosis, divorce, retirement, and so forth. But what we need to remember that we as carers often go, so often, through heart-wrenching moments. Recently, a colleague of mine shared with me her husband's call to her in the middle of the night after he in vain tried to save the life of a severely injured child in the health clinic in a notorious part of the Cape Flats where he works. And she said these words to me: "He was so hard on himself, although he did everything he should and could." Self-compassion is similar to compassion, but you just turn it inward, direct it inward. We accept that we as human beings suffer and that we nurture a warmth and understanding of ourselves when life is tough. Self-compassion is often explained in 3 characteristics, and I'd like to just briefly highlight them. The first one is kindness. Now, we all know about kindness. We've given it and experienced it. It's part of our personal value system of being tolerant, caring, and loving to others and ourselves. Being kind to the self says we accept ourselves for who we are. Self-kindness is a gentle thing. It's considerate and tolerant and not so much critical and self-judging. Naomi Ney, an American Arabic poet, writes eloquently that it's only kindness that raises its head from the crowd of the world to say, "It is I you have been looking for," and then goes with you everywhere like a shadow or a friend. The second characteristic of self-compassion is the fact that we are all humans and that we all make mistakes. There's a communal reality that we are vulnerable, imperfect, and at times even broken. It is a shared common condition. If we isolate ourselves because of such, we become self-destroying and alone. My colleague's husband said to her, "You know, I just don't want to be here anymore. I just want to go home and sit in my room." It always makes me also wonder, as another example, that brothers and sisters for years are angry at one another. They don't talk to one another. So many wasted opportunities. The last characteristic of mindfulness has become quite an interesting discussion in the sciences, and we even have dedicated master's and doctoral work on mindfulness. For today, I want to explain mindfulness as a process of becoming astutely aware of your experience at the moment in a clear and receptive way. In this process, we do not ignore and we do not ruminate on the aspects of our life that we don't like. We do not make it bigger or smaller than it is. We truly engage with our reality's pain and discomfort in a free-flowing and meaningful way. David White said, "Put down the weight of your aloneness and ease into a conversation." And I would like to add, a conversation with yourself. If what happened was hurt or hurtful, please know I am not alone. This happens to others too. And you know, that sounds easy, but it's not. It takes a lot of work to actually practice mindfulness. And some people think, yeah, this is just nonsense. And we sometimes afterwards only understand the value of mindfulness. Mindfulness is not self-indulgence or shying away from our responsibilities. And this is the importance. It is more like treating yourself as a friend, of having a good cup of coffee with yourself while carefully listening to how you talk and about yourself and in the process, clarity on what is important to you. If I can give you another true example, this happened just before Christmas. A young woman skipped the queue when waiting to board a plane. Her fellow passenger reminded her of this unacceptable or poor behavior, and then they went their different ways. However, during the flight, the guy received a delivery via the air hostess, not from Amazon. It consisted of a chocolate and a message scribbled on a serviette. And it says, "Sorry, I found myself in a hurry and forgot what is important." I forgot what is important. Such a small thing of skipping the queue is important to reflect on. In conclusion, as we go out into the working world and care for those entrusted to us, we will make mistakes. It's human to err. Our imperfections are essentially not negative, nor are they unique. It's part of human being. If I may give you some advice, develop a close-up and up-personal relationship with compassion and self-compassion. Compassion engages with the suffering of the other, making a meaningful difference. And so the same for self-compassion, but with the self. Being kind to the self and accepting your general vulnerability. And also practicing mindfulness, reflectively valuing and treating yourselves as a true and honest friend. Living life requires courage to be nothing but the self you honestly are. David White, a philosopher and poet, wrote, "You can hear the sound of a bell still reverberating, positive thing, or a blackbird calling from a corner of the field, a difficult thing, asking you to wake into this life or inviting you deeper into the one that waits. Either way takes courage, and the last phrase is the key. Either way wants you to be nothing but that self that is no self at all." Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor van der Merwe, for that thought-provoking and profound message. Especially in your profession, we understand the importance of compassion when you deal with patients, but I found the message this morning about self-compassion illuminating, and I think for all of us it's a relevant message, and also the message about mindfulness will help me to slow down a bit. I would now like to introduce the orchestra. The Arrival of the Queen of Sheba is from the English oratorio Solomon, which was written in 1748 when the German-born Handel had already settled in England. This famous instrumental work for 2 oboes and strings is from Act 3 of the oratorio. The Odeon School of Music, Camerata, will perform the Arrival of the Queen of Sheba, HW 567 by G.F. Handel, under direction of Xavier Klute. I would like to thank the orchestra. Let's give them another hand for the beautiful rendition. I now call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Health Science, Professor van Zyl, to present the candidates in each faculty.
Mr. Rector and Vice-Chancellor, I have the privilege to request you to award the diplomas and confer degrees on the candidates that I introduced to you. Bachelors of Sciences in Physiotherapy, Duplessis D. Bachelors of Medical Sciences Honoris in Anatomy and Cell Morphology, Smith S. Snyman G.D.J. Bachelors of Medical Sciences Honoris in Human Molecular Biology, Cronje hier. Janse van Vieren C and a degree with distinction in graad met lof. Malang A.C. Olivier A. Bachelors of Medical Science Honoris in Medical Microbiology and Virology. Butcher C.A. and a degree with distinction in graad met lof. Ritabe M.M. Malawane M.J. Bachelors of Medical Science Honoris in Medical Physics. Botha E.C. and a degree with distinction in graad met lof. Richards A. Van Tonder hier. Bachelors of Medical Science Honoris in Pharmacology. Makwata N.I. Magwenyane C.B. Mnisi P.Z. Muslomi M.L. Silala N. Advanced University Diploma in Advanced Midwifery and Neonatology. Bokanyo J.E. Kekana F. Lebele B.R. Lampeche P.M. Madileng F.M. Makai M.L. Mahwe M.D. Malinga T.I. Masilu M.N. Masimong Y.M. Matla M.A. Monane G.L. Munani N.P. Ntsepe T.J. Ntlongwane M.B. Ranoa M.A. Ratlogu M. Segopa N.L. Sitole T.M. Smith S. Swaedi D.I. Advanced University Diploma in Child Psychiatry Nursing. Kleinans E.C. Dipoko M.I. Matlalela T.M. Mufolu L.C. Malopa B. Ngeka M.S. Pasha T.M. Sibane MP, Tsotetsi SD, Advanced University Diploma in Community Health Nursing, Sali XE, Advanced University Diploma in Critical Care Nursing, Disney SJ, Jurak C, Sperenza F, Advanced University Diploma in Forensic Nursing, Duby BR, Daiwili Z, Ehlers C, Jenkins CR, Letsoko TC, Mordi TJ, Mugapi ML, Motlong ME, Motsamai TE, Mpiwa MD, Bufolo LP, Siabelu R, Sitole JN. Advanced University Diploma in Healthcare Management, Adams TV, Bangu JN, Damani Nsi MM, Daris ACE, Dibocho AD, George P, Gio Cometi M, Jonas PC, Lefu NL, Lou DM, Mafaru H, Marotlodi M, Masilu K, Melamu NV, Muai MF, Mukete MM, Molotwan Twa ME, Munare KMD, Musitu NJ, Moje TJ, Moje, Mpirimi NJ, Nonyana MM, Mtoi LE, Polse EE, Poloniane MA, Rantimo M, Rantlimenyane TK, Sauli PL, Sefatsa PL, Selonyane TJ, Sarapelwane KR, Smith AT, Swartz CC, Twala MS, Wapat ON, Jekani P, Advanced University Diploma in Nursing Education, Geledi T.Y., Marie C. and a diploma with distinction in die diploma met lof. Selwana N.M. Seome I.M. Advanced University Diploma in Occupational Health Nursing. Kutsia M. here. Kipidu L. and a diploma with distinction in the diploma met lof. Gous M. and a diploma with distinction in diploma met lof. Jingisa N.P. Yarana S. Disinyane N.O. Luhabe Z.C. Mareu T.P. Mrwenyane Z. Masibuku N.A. Makoto P.E. Motlatsedi L.G. Musese M.M. Mota Mokweshe M. Just wait. Motsiare G.M. Nyanguli N. Prince F. Ranana T.P. Shuping L.M. Swartz M.N. Setlugelu M.B. Temba M.G. Bichima P.F. Advanced University Diploma in Operating Theatre Nursing. Koenraad GI. Just wait. Futumeza ED. Janetjies AR. Madibeng P. Marikani Marjani A. Motlateri KG. Mtiu ME and a diploma with distinction and a diploma met lof. Oosthuizen CE. Ravenscroft T. Soldati D. Stock SS. TPMF. Advanced University Diploma in Pediatric Nursing. Georgie BV. Haile MR. Matitwana LC. Mukeke PM and a diploma with distinction in a diploma met lof. Parkis BL. Ramodiki MA. Advanced University Diploma in Primary Clinical Healthcare. Kutsie E. Danga L. Dingiswayo EV. Fente N. Zaba EV. Jim NC. Haile ME. Kuse TA. Likate BE. Luvalo TM. Magupeni FL. Makasi KM. Makoboshane Springkan CN. Maribe TB. Matejane LP. Machaleni NP. Mbongwa TJ. Mlakaza NC. Nyanda MN. Modi N. Mukhara NE. Mukobe NPB. Muloy DS. Munaone MH. Mswazi DA. Mojo MT. Ndudi L. Watch out. Nsloku B. Nkani ZA. Yes, thanks. Thank you. Ntaka A. Patswani LB. Peterson SM. Rametsi MM. Ramusedi PM. Selabanu NS. Conway NG. Sobekwa S. Taisi Mokotedi, MG. Van Biljon, JD. Van Staden, A. Wiet, M. Advanced University Diploma in Psychiatric Nursing. Lele, LS. Bachelor's of Sciences, Social Sciences in Nursing. Banyane, MA. Becker, M. Boshoff, ES. Buthelezi, TKBK. Buys, EK. Kutser, C. Danisu, O. Dempers, HM. Drury, S. Dankers, E. Giel, S. Hartley, SC. Kataza, T. Kambule, ZSP. Kotze. Kotze, CE. Limpeche, LK. Wait. Come back. Come back. Wait just a minute. Letseka, EP. Lotter, NM, and a degree with distinction in graad met lof. Lou, C. Mbasu SJ. Magau Q. Magaola M. Maria E. Marits A. Matamela IV. Mlalazi ON. Ngadi A. Mekwa PE. Moganu MC. Mukwena PM. Moleku N. Murake BL. Okay, let's settle down. It's okay. Okay. Okay, he's fine, he's fine. Nayang Simbi, H. Olifant ER. Otto A. Paulo KC. Petsani KV. Piriai MT. Pastorius M. Wacht net so 'n bietjie. Net stiller word. Potgieter B and a degree with distinction in graad met lof. Potgieter C. Ragwazi T. Rathbone R. Skutte A. Chabalala PT. Shologu S. Sibui NNP. Stein RM. Tron D. Chabalala TA. Chabalala ZB. Chifulu Felvi F. Tsoteti P. Van Asweging N. Van der Merwe M. Van der Walt J. Van Deventer M. Van Niekerk L. Van Niekerk Z. Van Skalkwijk A. Van Skalkwijk TH. Van Vieren D. Victor N. Wolvaart A. Zitsman KS. What's that? Dienstmiddels. Come on later. Yeah. You're going to do the oath first, right? Yeah. Mr. Rector and Vice-Chancellor, I now request the graduates who received bachelor's degrees in nursing to stand for taking the oath. I also request all the nurses in the audience to stand and to identify themselves with the gravity in which the oath is regarded. I request the congregation not to applaud after the oath has been taken.
I solemnly pledge before God and all who are gathered here that I am convinced that the honorable profession which I am about to enter is a great privilege and lays a humbling responsibility in my hands. Ek sal myself van alles vashoudelik en verkeerdes onthou. Ek sal nooit enige nadelige en bedwelmende middel neem, of dit doelbewus aan ander te doen nie. Kitaweza sote sema aka, hubuluka leo hamisa maemo amusebetsi waka. Mikitabuluka ka hohle ili kunutu. Ditaba tsohle tsa botho. Letsa lelapa tseo ha di hlokomela nako ya ho phetha mosebetsi waka. I see myself as a sounding board for my patients in pain, dismay and fear, and therefore each of them is an individual to me, with their own personality and needs. Each is an embodiment of the wonder of life, whom I want to acknowledge and protect in all modesty. In the final instance, I see my work as an expression of love, a love that includes all my fellow humans, regardless of their race, or religion, or status. Thus, I want to see my vocation as part of a divine truth, and now abide faith, hope, love, these three, but the greatest of these is love.
Thank you. You may be seated. Are we going to do the Dean's Medals? Okay. Mr. Rector and Vice-Chancellor, I have the privilege to request you to present the Dean's Medals to the recipients that I introduced to you. Cards? Oh, from the program. Okay. Award to a final year student who achieved the best results in respect of a first bachelor's degrees in the Faculty of Health Sciences 4th year curriculum goes to Beaton, Shana, Allison, Baccalaureate of Sciences and Dietetics. Award to a final year student who achieved the best results in respect of a first bachelor's degrees in the Faculty of Health Sciences 5-year curriculum goes to Meyer Karina, Bachelors of Medicine and Bachelors of Surgery. Awarded to a final year student who achieved the best results in respect of an honours degree in the Faculty of Health Sciences goes to Botha Elaine Carolina, Bachelors of Medical Sciences honoris in Medical Physics. Chancellor.
Thank you, Professor van Zyl. I now call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Theology and Religion, Professor Snyman, to present the candidates of his faculty.
Mr. Rector and Vice-Chancellor, I have the privilege to request you to award the diplomas, certificates and degrees on the candidates I shall introduce to you. Higher Certificate in Theology. Gaba R.N. Kulu T.Z. Makgele O.T. Mbele T. Mbengu O.P. Motsamai T. Nozi DMP. Sekwana T. Advanced Diploma in Theology. Piteni MG. Ramashala NS. Chikalange MH, and the diploma with distinction. Postgraduate diploma in theology. Wessels M. Bachelor of Theology. Deploy M. Fourie H. and the degree with distinction in die graad met lof. Janse van Rensburg E. Janse van Rensburg R. Jonker NF and the degree with distinction in die graad met lof. Lekeghle MM. Olivier JP. Rautenbach C and the degree with distinction in die graad met lof. Skuman SJL. Soga MA. Struwig K. Swanepoel D. Van der Westhuizen S and the degree with distinction in die graad met lof. Wheeler CJ. Bachelor of Arts, Honours in Theology with specialization in Practical Theology. Magaga SAM. Maholo, MA. Poshori, TA. Bachelor of Theology Honours with specialization in Religion Studies. Muhapi, PF. Do you have something for me to read? Or? Okay. Mr. Rector, I have the privilege to ask you to award the Dean's Medal. It is a medal awarded to a final year student who achieved the best results in respect of a first bachelor's degree in the Faculty of Theology and Religion, to Van der Westhuizen Sutia. Thank you.
Well, I first would like to express my hearty congratulations to all the graduates, graduands this morning. Well done, and I think we can give them all a huge hand of applause again. I also would like to use the opportunity to say thank you to our guest speaker, Professor van der Merwe, Anita van der Merwe, for a well-inspiring talk and a message to all the graduates. And I think it's important, specifically in relation to this graduation ceremony this morning, where we looked at health sciences and theology and religion as the two faculties. But it also speaks to the values that the University of the Free State stands for. Those values of of social responsiveness, of social justice, and it also what Professor Anita van der Merwe has reminded ourselves this morning is again to look at self-reflection, but also to use that to focus on self-compassion and also the mindfulness that she was talking this morning. So once again, Professor van der Merwe, thank you very much for your contribution. I think it's also important to realize that the success that our graduates that you have had this morning and the journey that you have followed through these years to get here would not be possible if there weren't the input and the sacrifice from loved ones, from partners, from friends, whether those support was moral support, whether it was emotional support, whether it was financial support. So I would like you to stand up as graduates, to make eye contact with your family and loved ones if you know where they sit, and then to raise your scrolls in the air and show your appreciation to them. You can shout. Right, you can sit down now. And graduates this morning, I think you will also agree with me that without the assistance, the support, and in fact, the person in the classroom, our academic staff that sits here on my left, but also in the platform this morning, that you would not have been where you are today. So I also would like you to show your appreciation to them and thank them for their contribution. And I also personally would like to thank the academic staff. I think it's important that a university is only as strong as its brain trust. And I see the academic staff here this morning is that brain trust to carry the university forward. So from myself and also on behalf of the rectorate, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation for what they have done. Not only to the university, but to our graduates this morning. But also, importantly, is our support staff, and they often are in the background. Those are the staff that make sure that our graduation ceremony is running smoothly, that we are safe and secure on campus and in this venue, that our communication and marketing in relation to our society outside and in relation to yourself as parents and guardians are on time, that our examinations are happening on time. And in fact, our support staff constitute at least twice as many as our academic staff. So they are the backbone of our university, and I also would like us to really put our hands together and say thank you to them. Now, to our graduates, you now become alumni of the University of the Free State. And you will belong now to an entity that we call a convocation. And the convocation is that entity that elects the Chancellor of the University of the Free State. And at the moment, our Chancellor is Dr. Khotsu Mogele. And he couldn't be here this morning, but he will be joining the ceremonies later this week. And it's important that the Chancellor is that individual that is closely associated with the values of what the University of the Free State is all about. So you would be an important constituent in terms of electing the Chancellor of the University. But you will also elect members onto the Council of the University. And our Council is the highest governing body of the university. So in effect, you, as members of the convocation, is the continuity between the past and the future of the University of the Free State. And we would like you to play that role very actively. You would like to be seen, the university as the Free State, as a proud institution, as an institution that uphold the values that we hold dear to, and as an institution that also remain an institution that has good technical content, good knowledge that we can provide to our students, and an institution that you all could be proud of. And I would like you, therefore, to remain in contact with the university, to be an active alumnus of the university, and to show also in the areas where we're not doing well, so that we can be kept on our feet, so that you always would remain a very proud alumnus of the University of the Free State. So the form that you have filled in is, besides the fact that we would like to knock on your door for financial contributions of you to the university, we also would like you to be just those active participants that can tell us where we go wrong, but also can tell us when we are doing well. So I would once again like to congratulate you. I would like you to go out and to think about yourself. Do that self-reflection, as our guest speaker has indicated this morning. But go out there and change the world. Hearty congratulations again. So, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the proceeding for this morning. The university takes pleasure in inviting you for refreshments in the EXR to the east of this venue. Gianni Moret, accompanied by the Graduation Instrumental Ensemble under direction of Anton Estracher, will shortly lead us in the singing of the national anthem. After that, you are requested to remain standing while the congregation is dissolved and the main and academic procession leave the hall. So please rise for the singing of the national anthem. By virtue of the power vested in me as Rector and Vice-Chancellor, I hereby dissolve the congregation of the University of the Free State.